Hello, everybody. Dr. Jen here with the Wellness Way in Woodbury. So, happy Thanksgiving week, everybody. I hope you are all having a great week and are going to have an awesome Thanksgiving. But today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, again, I have a lot of people that are calling and it's like, hey, I have a cold, I have this, I have a fever, I have this. What can I do? So today we are going to just chat about what happens when you guys come home with that fever, with that stuffy nose, with that sore throat. What are things you can do? Because we have to remember that it isn't necessary to fear a fever. You guys, a fever is actually killing off the virus. So your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do in that moment in time when your body is fighting off something. So what can you do, especially when those kiddos come home? Because everybody knows when you get a fever, you don't feel good. So what can you do to make them comfortable, to make yourself comfortable through some of these times? So the first thing that I'll always do or always tell moms to do is get a nice soft cloth and put apple cider vinegar on it and put it on their forehead and then put it on the bottoms of their feet. What this is going to do is going to help with vasodilation. So if you guys ever put apple cider vinegar on the back of your arm and you breathe on it, your arm turns really, really cold. So what this is helping do is it's helping get some of this heat out of their body, because when you guys have a fever, you usually got the chills and then your face is usually really warm. So giving them some way of getting the heat out is super, super helpful, and also helps them to not only deal with the fever, but gets them through the pain of the fever. And then you guys, other things that you can do is always like a cold washcloth. So putting a cold washcloth on the back of your neck, back and knees, in the elbow creases, places where it will get your body to release some of this. Some things that I like to do also is sweat it out, you guys. Sometimes in a fever, hop in that shower, start sweating some of this stuff out. But remember, you guys, we don't need to fear the fever. The fever is actually killing off the virus. So instead of going and taking a Tylenol to suppress the fever, what can you do to make your kids basically deal and comfortable through this fever? And then one of the most important things, you guys, is making sure that they are getting enough hydration. So making sure they're taking in enough fluids and especially electrolytes. And when it comes to electrolytes, a lot of people think Gatorade. But no, you guys, stay away from Gatorade, because Gatorade is full of dyes, it's full of chemicals, it's full of a bunch of sugar, which suppresses your immune response. So it's only going to have a negative side effect. So think of things like coconut waters and aloe vera juices. So the best thing that I like to do is, or tell my families to do, is coconut electrolyte water. So basically this is the healthy alternative to like a Gatorade. It's going to have your electrolytes in it. This one's chocolate milk. This is my favorite. The other thing you guys can do is you can put a little bit of aloe vera juice in with this in a glass for them to drink. So you're kind of getting best of both worlds when it comes to that fever. Okay, so think when you're trying to hydrate, coconut products and aloe products, so that they get enough electrolytes, because really dehydration is what we more so need to fear, rather than that virus that is actually doing its job and our body is doing the right thing by responding to the virus or the bacteria or whatever you may have come in contact with to cause that fever to spike. So you guys, and the cool part about this is with our kiddos, how many of you on here have experienced your kid having a fever and then all of a sudden they start to talk after, or they start to walk after, or they were nonverbal before and now they talk, or they wouldn't walk and now they walk? You guys, there's so many neurological things that happen in children when it comes to a fever, that we don't want to suppress it, because it actually improves their neurological system, which is actually something really cool that a lot of people don't teach on. But we just need to remember, again, fear dehydration. Don't fear the fever, because the fever is doing your body good, actually. So you guys, a lot of people have been asking me these questions, so this is why I wanted to go live with you guys today about it, things that you can kind of do in your home without a medicine cabinet, because again, I don't have Tylenol at my house, so if I were to come down with something, I would have to figure out what I can do to make myself comfortable. Or I get the question all the time because I deal with a bunch of families. So looking at those things in alternative to like a Tylenol to suppress that fever, because usually guys, when you suppress those fevers, the cold and the virus and the bacteria, it actually lasts a lot longer than if you don't suppress those things. So don't fear the virus or don't fear the fever. Just basically make yourself comfortable throughout it. And you guys, last night we had a webinar. So that's my little spiel on fevers. But last night we had a webinar. It was super awesome. Had a lot of really great people on. And the Webinar Jam platform is super awesome. So we have a bunch of talks here coming up. And I'm going to show you. I have a nice list here. So December 3rd, we have our Untold Story about the Thyroid. This is going to be at 6 p.m. on Webinar Jam. Then if you guys are in the Eau Claire area or even in Woodbury, Eau Claire is about an hour 15 minutes away. We have the Wellness Way Osteo and the Wellness Way Eau Claire actually hosting Dr. Patrick for the Hormone Connection talk on December 10th. So you guys, if you are interested in seeing this talk and are willing to make the drive, I'll be there. Dr. Jordan, Dr. Courtney, and Dr. Shane, those are the three hosting it. I want them to have an awesome event because Dr. Patrick speaking is so eye-opening. So it's something you guys all should see. So if you missed it here when it was in Woodbury, head over to Eau Claire on December 10th. It is a Thursday, and I believe the event starts at 6 o'clock. They have really awesome vendors, so if you guys can get there before that to check out their vendors, be super fun. And then you guys, we have another inflammation talk on Wednesday, December 16th at 7 p.m. Again, all of my stuff right now is webinars. So if you guys are interested in these, I will share a lot of the links below. And then the last week in Tuesday, December 29th, we're doing Understanding Your Immune System. This is a really awesome talk, and I actually really enjoyed it the first time I did it. I really like this one, the thyroid and hormones. So I want you guys to hop on these calls because they're super fun, and the Webinar Jam platform is so much nicer than Zoom. And you guys get to interact with me, you get to chat with me, and most of all, your picture and video isn't up, and it makes it a lot easier for you guys to listen and interact rather than seeing everybody that's on. So that's super cool. So I want you guys, challenge you guys to see one of these things. And then for those of you who follow me, I know we are going to do something in the kitchen today. I just have a super busy day. So therefore, we will stay tuned. Alicia and I will go live in the kitchen. We promise you, and we'll make something. We for sure want to make something for you guys before Christmas, but hopefully we'll get to do one before Christmas and then one here in the upcoming weeks. So if you guys have any suggestions on things that we like, categories of things you want us to make. Do you want us to make like a breakfast food? Do you want us to make like a lunch food? Do you want us to make snacks? What kind of things do you guys want to see? Because these are the things that we will give you and give you the knowledge on. And Alicia's absolutely amazing at coming up with really awesome recipes. I don't know how the girl does it. She does a great job. So you guys, hop on some of these things, hop on these webinars, and takeaway from today is do not fear a fever. You want to fear dehydration more than a fever, so make sure you're staying hydrated, guys. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. It is Thanksgiving on Thursday, so I may pop on here just to say Happy Thanksgiving, but other than that, you guys have a good holiday, a good Thanksgiving, and if I don't see you Thursday, we will be back next Tuesday at 1:30, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.